She walked onto the firing range with trembling hands and a quiet determination that made the seasoned soldiers snicker because to them, she looked like someone who didn't belong. But when the wind shifted and her sleeve slid up, revealing the edge of a symbol no ordinary recruit would ever earn, the entire base went silent, a broken bar, and the general himself froze. Which part of the country are you watching from? Drop it in the comments. They mocked her the moment she stepped onto the open training range, just a young woman with soft features, standing among hardened soldiers who had spent years perfecting their craft. Her name was Staff Sergeant Emily Carver, recently transferred to Fort Gideon, a base known for its elite marksmen and unforgiving standards. She was quiet, observant, and always respectful, traits the younger infantrymen mistook for weakness. That morning, a group had gathered around the shooting tables loaded with rifles, scopes, and gear, preparing for the annual long-range evaluation. Emily had never been assigned to the sniper program here, only logistics and training support, so when she stepped forward and asked, politely, "Mind if I try one?" the reaction was instant. Laughter, eye rolls, a few sarcastic chuckles. Private Lane, the loudest of the group, grinned at his buddies and shook his head. "Ma'am, these scopes ain't for sightseeing. This is real long-range work," he said, making sure everyone heard. Another soldier whispered, "Bet she can't even load it right." Emily didn't respond. She simply waited, hands behind her back, letting the noise wash over her. She had dealt with worse. Then the general arrived. Major General Howard Briggs, stern, decorated, and respected by every soldier present. His presence alone straightened spines. Emily stepped aside quietly, but Briggs' eyes naturally drifted to her, the unfamiliar face among his troops. Lane quickly tried to impress the general, lifting a sniper rifle with exaggerated confidence, explaining how some people just don't get what it takes to shoot at this level. The general barely acknowledged him. Instead, he approached Emily. "Sergeant Carver, correct? New transfer," he said. She nodded. "Yes, sir. Just observing." Requested to try a shot, but before she finished, one of the soldiers snorted, "Sir, with all due respect, she'll probably miss the whole target line." Briggs' expression hardened, but he didn't speak. Instead, his gaze drifted to Emily's left sleeve, where the wind caught the thin fabric and lifted it just slightly, enough to reveal a stark, black mark tattoo, one that no ordinary soldier would ever have, a coiled serpent over crossed rifles, the unmistakable emblem of an elite international sniper program, one that only the most exceptional shooters ever completed. The general's breath caught. Slowly, Briggs stepped closer, his voice low. "Where did you earn that tattoo, Sergeant?" The soldiers stopped laughing immediately. Emily hesitated, not wanting attention. "For an assignment, sir. Joint operations training. Completed the course a few years ago." Lane blinked. "That's a broken bar. That's the serpent mark, isn't it?" Another soldier whispered, "You don't get that unless you put a bullet through a moving quarter-mile target from 1,000 yards." A broken bar silence now consumed the entire range. Briggs straightened, his voice booming, "Sergeant Carver, you will take the rifle right now." Emily didn't smirk, didn't gloat. She simply nodded and stepped forward. The soldiers parted like a tide. She chose not the newest rifle, but an older Manila one she clearly knew well. Laying flat on the ground, she adjusted her posture with practiced precision. The wind was strong that morning, shifting unpredictably. Even Lane struggled with it earlier. Emily closed her eyes briefly, listening to the breeze, feeling the weight of the weapon. Then she opened them and steadied her breath. When she fired, the sound cracked through the training field like thunder. A second later, the distant target at nearly 1,000 yards out had jerked back as a perfect center shot punched through the bull's eye. The soldiers gasped. Lane's jaw dropped. Emily didn't stop. She reloaded and fired again and again. 5 shots, 5 perfect impacts, a pattern so precise it looked like a single hole at the center. When she stood, brushing dust from her uniform, the general's face held both awe and something like pride. "Sergeant Carver," he said loudly, so every soldier heard, "from this moment forward, you're reassigned to Sniper Training Command. These troops," he added with a sharp look, We'll learn from you." The soldiers scrambled to attention. Lane swallowed hard. "Mama broken barrier, I didn't know." Emily gave him a small nod. "That's why you never judge someone by what you think you see," she replied calmly. The general saluted her. And one by one, every soldier followed, their earlier mockery replaced with deep respect. As Emily stepped forward, now leading the group she had been doubted by only moments before, the wind lifted her sleeve again, revealing that fearsome tattoo fully. And this time, no one dared to laugh. If you enjoyed this story, make sure to subscribe for more powerful military twists and dramatic narratives.